Hey guys, Metal Breakdown here. So I'm back today for another insanely huge video. In fact, I'm doing the album review for Rainier Fog by Alice in Chains, their brand new album, the follow-up to two albums already with William Duvall, Black Giveaways to Blue. Yeah, sorry for the water damage on this album. And the devil put dinosaurs here. Can't wait to have the physical copy of Rainier Fog in my hand. This will be a great day. So in this album review, I'll tell you a few facts that I know during my couple of listens of the album, just like the more important things you need to know before listening to it or after if you missed out on a couple of things. And then I'll give you my top 5, explaining why each of the songs in the top 5 end up in this top 5. So yeah, you'll know basically everything you need to know about Rainier Fog by Alice in Chains. So let's fucking do this, guys. All ready for this album review. So, the first thing that we'll do in this review is talk about the facts that I noted. So, first one, it could be their best album post Lane Stanley era. So, best one among Black Gives Way to Blue, and the devil puts dinosaur here. I'm already convinced at 100% that this is better than the devil put dinosaur here, and this album was great as well, but this one is just something more. But I'm still not sure if it's as good or better than Black Gives Way to Blue. I guess that only time will tell after listening to this album more and more with a few weeks, I guess. So I'll come back to this later when I'll talk about this album, when it will be in my top 20 of the best album of the year, because it's certainly in that, and even certainly in the top 10. Also, second fact, it could be the heaviest album by Alice in Chains, and without any doubt the most progressive album they ever done. Third fact, experimental album on so many levels, but nothing to worry about. Another fact, two soft songs on this album, kind of like Nutshell. They don't sound like Nutshell, so don't expect like Nutshell Part 2, but it's a song kind of in the same vibe. So these two are Fly and Maybe. And a fun thing about Maybe is that there's some vocals that really sound like the vocals in the intro of Fat Bottom Girl by Queen. It has that kind of late 70s vibe to it. You'll understand when you listen to it. The singles are not that representative of the full album, so don't worry if you do not like them. There's probably something for you on this album. The single, the first one, the one you know, is probably my least favorite song on the album, so now you'll understand how the singles are not that representative. And last fact, William Duvall is the best singer that this band could have ever picked. He's fantastic. We already knew that from the first two albums he did with the band, and I saw them live twice since he's in the band, and he's been fantastic. Now this album is just another proof of that. Just before I start with my top 5, I'll give you my honorable mentions. The last song on it, All I Am, it's breaking my heart that it's not part of the top 5, but there's just too many good songs on it. Never Fade and Maybe. Now in the 5th position, I went with Red Giant. This is the perfect example to prove the fact that this could be Alice in Chains' heaviest album. Not really with the lyrics, but the instrumentals are really heavy, and the guitar truly makes this song sound super dark. There's also a lot of great lead part by Jerry Cantrell. The solo is wonderful as well, because he is not showcasing his skills of shredding, but instead delivering a solo in which you can hear all the emotions, and it truly speaks for itself. In the fourth position, I went with Drone. This song deserves to be in the top 5 simply for its weirdness. When they said they tried some weird stuff with this album, this is the kind of stuff we could have expected, and it's so good. Well, not that we could have expected, because it's really that weird and no one could have imagined a song like that, but I know that Alice in Chains could go weird, and they delivered with that one. This is what I meant. The vocals are unlike anything we've heard before, and we could say that about the song itself, like really unlike anything we've heard from them before. Once again, this song is showcasing the progressive side of this album, also featuring the shredding of the great Chris DeGarmo, who was the guitarist of Queensryche. So just because of this is a song you should listen to as soon as possible. Now in the top 3, in the 3rd position, I put Deaf Ears Blind Eyes. As much as I said that the song Drone was weird, this riff for this song is clearly from another dimension. My brain is not able to process it. It kind of had the same effect that the riff of Check My Brain from Black Gives Way to Blue had on my brain in 2009 when it was released, and I was only like 11 or 12 years old. Yeah, that was 9 years ago. Now I'm 21, so I was 12 years old. Okay. I also need to praise the use of the keyboard in that song, because it truly gives us something spectacular. In the 2nd position, I went with the 2nd single, So Far Under. Maybe it's because I listened to it more than the rest since it was a single, and that it will be lower with a few more listens of the album in a few weeks, let's say, but I highly doubt it. These songs remind me so much of the Dirt era, and it is such a good thing. If you watch my reaction I did for this song, you already know that my favorite part is the chorus. If you haven't watched that, I'll probably put it at the end of this video. That way you'll be able to watch it right away. The only thing I would maybe change is the amount of time before we hit the first chorus, but even this way the song is close to be flawless, because like I said, I love this chorus too much, and it just takes way too much time before we're here. So maybe the first verse would be shorter, because I think it takes like 1 minute and 30 before the first chorus. It's not that much, but when you have a chorus that powerful, it could come sooner. Only my opinion, you can disagree on that. It's perfectly fine. And the best song on Rainier Fog, I pick Rainier Fog. I was really looking forward to that one because it is the title track, and it was intriguing me just because it's a weird title, and it certainly did not disappoint. This song is like coming straight from the 90s, and the riff is certainly my favorite on the entire album, Rainier Fog. As soon as you hear it, you cannot do anything other than falling in love with it. It's a good description of the progressiveness of this album at the same time. While it's not going too far, still conserving that OG sound that Alice in Chains has. So it's proggy, but not too much at the same time. So it's probably the song that would describe this album the best in my opinion, so they should have released it as single. Hopefully they'll do that eventually. I'll have this one on the repeats for a week because it was really that good. So there you go for my album review of Rainier Fog by Alice in Chains. I already talked a lot, so I'll try to end this video rapidly to not drag it for too long. But I had a lot of fun listening to this album. I'm certainly not done with it. I'll listen to it a lot. Like I said, certainly in my top 10 of the best album of the year for 2018. There's still some new album that will come out that could be better. I doubt it, but we'll see. But so far this album could be the album of the year. I'm not even kidding. It's that great. So make sure to tell me what you think of this brand new album, Rainier Fog by Alice in Chains, in the comment section. It would be fun to discuss with you about it. Give me your top 3 or top 5 if you want. That would be sick. Make sure to subscribe if you're new here and you like these reviews. I'll do more this year, and I already did a couple of reviews, so you'll be able to watch them as well. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you all next time.